Draw picture?
Yeah, we back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.
Come get the charger. My pussy. Better fuck up in that.
And today, we have, well, Cardi B. And if you haven't heard or you don't know that Cardi B is filing for divorce, now you do. In the video, let's get into what I think a little later, but let's get into what has led up to this happening. You see, Cardi B and Offset have always been off and on. Since 2017, this has been no surprise. You know, they went on their date back when we all seen them at the Super Bowl, and everybody was like, oh, wow. But nobody knew what really was gonna take place with their future.
Shit. Cause you will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face over and over and over and over and over again. And she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, yo, this motherfucker really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time.
See, Cardi went out just the other day to state, it's time. That's right. She took to one of her favorite places, social media, and let loose, letting everybody know that it was time and that she filed that divorce. The paperwork is in, and well, her and Offset may be over. What's led up to this?
Got the footage, baby. When he was interviewing that fat nigga, he was looking right at me, okay? Period. He did a little smile. I posted the video to my story, but you probably...
I know. Listen, I get it. You're probably sitting there going, well, you know, this isn't the first time. It's probably not the last time. They might pull this a couple more times. And honestly, I hope not. I hope they get it together. Either you with it or you not with it. Figure it out. With that being said, though,
You probably didn't look at it. But you know, I don't want the beef from Cardi. I'm not gonna keep posting it.
Cardi and Offset, you see, I personally think that the reason it is starting to get to where it is because of some of the antics we have seen take place all over social media with their relationship in the past. That's right. Their relationship is really just broadcasted out for the world to see. You see, Offset plays his video games, which we discussed in a previous episode the last time Cardi went and filed for divorce. And oh yeah, she's pregnant. That's right. She dropped that bombshell of news on people at the same. She was like, look, divorce, pregnant, boom, take that.
When I'm not the most confident, he likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows yesterday I could have been out, I could have been chilling, I could have been this and that. He knows I'm in my house. He knows that I'm chilling. He knows I'm not doing the most. And I've really been sparing you. You keep feeling yourself, you ass nigga, because of your ass album and shit.
That's right. We were all sitting there in shock going, you gotta be kidding me, girl. How you gonna drop it all at the same time? Now, earlier in the year, Offset was being called out for his cheating ways, which is nothing new. Offset and Cardi B have been called each other out for their cheating ways. That has been going on since.
And you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your ass. And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take serious.
Well, 2020 at least. And I'm sure in 2019 there was a little something going on with him because I think that's when he got caught up with the strippers in the club. Cardi was getting into that beef. And well, we know what happened, okay? Later on, you see, Cardi went out to state that Offset has worked on some of the things that she's asked him to work on and that he's been a little bit better with those things. Now, let's just step back, okay? Because I think that those things may be things along the lines of Offset, stop cheating. Offset, if you're gonna do it, please keep it quiet. And we're not here to sit here and bash him on his cheating because
It's like, nah. No, he definitely was. Y'all know that nigga be going.
Even though they're filing for divorce, you see, what I also think is that Cardi went on a show and she stated that Offset changed after the first time she went and filed for divorce. Yeah. So, with that being said, if he changed the first time that she filed, that means that in his head, listen, this is coming from a guy, okay? That means that in his head, he said that she had taken it to the extreme that time. And I'm not talking about like the extreme with these two fighting and these two arguing with each other. I mean the extremes of filing for divorce and not properly taking the proper measures to attempt to work out their problems in the right way. You see, once she filed, it clicked in his head, this is over. No matter what he does, it won't be fixed. Because she has already shown you that she's giving up on you. Because that's what the filing means. The filing means I'm giving up on you. And this. So what we have been doing is no longer a thing. And once you see that, you know, once that stuff starts to come about and in just life, right? As a person, once you see it and you step back, it takes a very big person to be able to step back and go, I can respect your decision, honor your decision, and we can work this out. Because most people on the inside, there's going to be a big portion of them that decides to really keep themselves a little reserved in what they give out next. And we've witnessed it, okay? Because if Cardi went on to say that he changed and he's went on to continue on with his cheating, it's no surprise that we have led up to where we are right now. Okay? In those comments, let me know what you think. All right? Now, I think that DJ Envy went out and stated that he feels like they should work it out and that they can work it out and that he'll help them work through it. He's been through his problems and he could probably give some good advice. You know, I don't know if these two are going to take that advice, but he could probably give some good advice. With that being said, though, that comes down to the willingness to want to make it happen. If you don't have the willingness to want to make it happen, guess what? It will not happen. Period. Now, as far as the kids are concerned, like I said, Cardi's pregnant. The biggest, craziest part to this is she's went out there and she hasn't actually stated that that's Offset's. Now, we know that they did a little bit of sleeping together, pang, 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 over on New Year's Eve. So, if we're doing a little bit of a timeline rundown, you know, and he had knocked her up then, is what it is. I'm sure they got it in a couple other times, you know. They're a married couple. They're going to fight and bleep, 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 you know, the two F's when they get the chance. But I firmly believe that a lot of this comes down to the respect that these two have lost for each other. You can love somebody and not respect a person. Happens all the time. Okay? And when it gets down to that, well, everything will deteriorate. Everything will come to an end and eventually deteriorate because that is just how it works. Remember, if you're not watering the flowers, they don't grow. Grass only grows where it's watered, not where it's placed. So, with that being said, can they get their stuff together? I don't know. It depends on them. Will they get it together? I doubt it. Is she trying to get some alimony? Is she going for them kids? You know it. You know, just recently, Offset was outside and they were taking pictures of him, posting it all over social media, talking about he was out there with another lady.
Shorty? Hey, about Shorty.
That was recently. So Cardi's definitely like, nah, I'm not dealing with it anymore. You let me know what you think in the comments. Listen, if they get it together, they get it together. Truth be told, it's not going to affect me one way or another. It's not going to affect you one way or another. But just remember, for those of you who do remember, there was a guy named Jerry Springer, and he used to come to you with his final thoughts. Here's my final thought. Just remember that once you lose the respect in the relationship, well, you might as well as consider it going downhill until you two can figure out how to get on the same page. If you have questions about it, seek help. Or hit this channel and ask me, see what I got to say. And with that being said, thank you for tuning into an episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.
Shit. Cause you will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face.